Welcome to the first in a series of streams from Webfleet showcasing our new products and innovations. In this opening episode, we're excited to demonstrate our excellent new work app, the perfect low-cost solution to easily manage your flexible drivers and temporary workers in vehicles. To kick off, we're going to show you a short clip highlighting the features built into this groundbreaking app. Work app has been built from the ground up to offer a more flexible version of our leading telematics solution. All you need to get started is an Android 6 Plus compatible device with an active data connection and a Webfleet subscription. Onboarding new drivers is fast. It only takes a few minutes to download and set up a new profile. But don't take my word for it. Let me prove it to you in this short clip. Work app provides a quick and easy way to set up staff and help manage their daily routine. There is no physical hardware installation like with our standard telematics offering, allowing for speedy deployment. With Work app, you can keep a track of your workers and vehicles and easily assign jobs to the closest drivers straight from your office. Get an overview of recorded working hours, trips, mileage claims, or work status within our included award-winning fleet management platform, Webfleet. And protect your data and drivers' privacy with easy-to-use controls. Work app really is the easiest way to connect your business with its drivers. And with no lengthy commitment with our 1-month rolling contract, Work app gives you the full flexibility to run a dynamic business in a changing world. We would now like to present a more in-depth overview of the Work app for drivers and management tool Webfleet. I am pleased to hand you over to our resident expert, Stephen Lewis. Stephen has been with the Webfleet team for over 7 years, and as a bit of a tech head, has already established himself as our app expert. Over to you, Stephen.
Perfect. Thanks for that, Danny. So let's have a quick look at the Work app. Let's see how we can set up a driver and what features we can use of the Work app to make running a business smoother. So first of all, we need to have a look in Webfleet. So I'll just bring up Webfleet here, and you'll see I've got 2 subscriptions set up here. The one I'm interested in is going to be Work app 72. So if we click on that, you'll see that we've got no driver set up here at the moment. You'll see it says driver unknown. So the first thing we need to do is go and set up a driver. So we'll go and do that now. Okay, so easy. Down the left-hand side, we'll just go to drivers and we'll go down and hit new. Okay, so here we put some information about the driver. So their name, we need to give them a driver number. So we'll use 444 here. And then the most important bit is we need to give them an email address. So the email address is here that we're putting in here will be the email address that Webfleet will use to communicate with that driver. So send them access to the Work app, set up passwords. Okay, so I'll use my email address. Then we need to assign them to that vehicle. So object 72, and we need to tick the box Webfleet Work app. We can use groups here. So we can set up some groups if we wanted to and give this driver access to the group. But if not, we just press save. And here, if we press save, you'll see that we get a notification that we have sent an email address or an email to that driver. So the next thing we need to do is go to our mobile device, have a look at our emails, and see what the driver needs to do from there. Okay, so back over on the driver's Android device, they would have been sent 2 emails from Webfleet when we set them up. The first email is this one, which is just showing the driver where to go to download the Work app. And the second email would be for them to activate their account. So that's this email here. They click activate account, takes them to a web page to put in their new password. Very simple, they just need to confirm it. Okay, so once we have downloaded our app and also set up our password, if the TomTom Go Fleet app has been purchased at this time, the driver can download that as well. Then we need to log in to the Work app for the first time. So we'll just open the Work app. Okay, we'll log in by email. I'll put in my email address. I'll just put that in now, which I use when I set up the driver. And I put in the password that I just set up when I activated the account. Okay, and it will log us in straight away. Okay, so there we are logged in. Work app 72 is the vehicle. You can see that in the top left-hand corner. That's the vehicle I assigned this driver to when I set it up in Webfleet. You'll see that we're work finished at the moment, so we're not, and you'll see the location tracking is off. So that's work finished, location tracking is off, so we're not tracking the phone at the moment. So let's just have a quick look on how that works and some other features of the Work app. So I'll change the status to work and you'll see location tracking is now on. I'll just click on work and we'll see how we can flick between those 2 bits. Relatively simple. So start work, go to end work, start work, end work, and you'll see location tracking is disabled and enabled as we go from start work to end work, and we can have a look at the history. We'll also look at navigation in the bottom here. So I've got the TomTom Go Fleet app working here. So we'll just have a look at a route. We'll clear that route and I'll type in another route. I'll go to Manchester Airport and we'll just plan that route pretty quickly. And we'll drive there and you'll see it's planned the route, how long it's going to take us to get there. So 7:26 p.m, 14 miles away. And you'll see it's given us some other options, which are longer in this case, and we'll start routing. If you haven't done that, we can also set up it for Google Maps. So we'll just go to settings, go to navigation, and you'll see we can just flick between TomTom Go Fleet and Google Maps. So now if we go to the navigation now, we've set up Google Maps, you'll see that Google Maps is loaded instead of the TomTom navigation. Okay, so that's us set up on the Work app. Relatively simple. The driver's now logged in. We can start work, we can end work, we can see our history, and we can use it as a simple navigation app. So let's have a look back in Webfleet and see what more we can do. So here we are back in Webfleet, and now let's send some orders through to our Work app. So I just need to go to the orders section within Webfleet. I've already actually preloaded a few orders in here, but we'll just add one more in. So we'll just go down to new. We'll just enter some information, so some order text. You'll also see we can do pickup, delivery or service. We can also put a tolerance in here about when this job needs to be done. And if it falls out of tolerance, i.e. the driver's not going to get there in time, then we'll be notified in Webfleet that we're going to be late. Okay, and we'll just put in some order text for the driver. So we can either input these via Excel as well if required, but you can also input them by hand or a mixture of both. Okay, we need to give this job a destination, so I'll just type in a postcode. Hold on, I'll just do it correctly. Here we go, that's the postcode I'm after. We'll select the address, and then down towards the bottom we need to assign this to a vehicle. You'll see we also get a list of vehicles that are in this account and how far they are away. So if it's an urgent job, we can pick the nearest vehicle. But again, I want to use Work App 72. So I've saved that job, and you'll see here's all the list of jobs I've created. They haven't been sent to the Work App yet. We'll do that next by just going to send orders. And we can either do this all as a combined batch, so we can send them all at once, or we can select one, or we can select a selection of the jobs that we want to send through. In this case, I'm just going to send all of them through, so I'll select every single job and I'll press send. We'll get a notification from Webfleet that those have successfully been sent to the device, and we'll see the status next to the job is now sent. So following that, we'll go back over to the Work App and we'll see how that looks for the driver. So here we are on the driver's Android device with the Work App open. You'll see it looks slightly different to what it looked like before. We've got 8 orders on the app that we need to complete. So we can click on the order icon. We can see a list of the orders that we've been sent. We can click on them. We can see some more information about its destination and any order text, delivery information or service information. We can go back to the first one. We can accept the order, telling the office we've accepted it, and we can drive to the destination. Automatically when we press drive, in this case the TomTom Go Fleet app starts, and we can see our ETA of 6:09 will be there in 45, and it's 45 miles away. Okay, if it was Google Maps, it would be Google Maps. We can go back to the Work App and we can imagine we have completed this order by going through the steps and informing the office that we have arrived at our destination and completed the order. At this point, we can go back to the list and we can do another job if we like. We can have a look if there's another job that we want to do, or we can force the driver to follow the sequence that we sent the orders through. So we're going to start our second order. We've accepted it. We're going to start it. We're going to drive to our destination. Here, you'll see that it's just planning the route. So we're 43 miles away. We're going to be there at 5:56 p.m. And you'll see the red box in the top right corner, meaning there's 1 minute delay. Can we find an alternative route? We can ask the app to do that for us. And the route we've been given is the quickest route. And we can see the difference in times in terms of ETA with those alternative routes. Okay, we'll start driving to where we want to be. Again, we'll go and complete this job back in the Work App by following the steps and telling the office that this job has been completed. Okay. We'll just go and accept one more job here, just so we can have a look what it looks like in Webfleet. So again, we'll select the job that we want to start. We'll press accept. We'll start, and we'll navigate to our destination. And here we go, 6:21. We're 57 miles away and we've got 4 minutes of delay on our route. Let's go and see how that looks in Webfleet. So as the driver is working their way through that list of jobs we sent them in to the Work App, we can see in Webfleet that there's been some changes to the order screen. We can see that 2 of the jobs have been completed and they are on their 3rd job, and we can see their ETA coming back from the Work App. If we click on this, we can see that this job is being completed on time based on the tolerance that we gave it. And as the driver gradually works their way through those jobs on the Work App, all of these statuses will be updated, jobs will be completed, and if jobs start to run late, we'll also see that in Webfleet live as the updates are made via the Work App. So it's also important to know that the Work App can be used for normal track and trace functionality. If the driver is logged into the Work app and has started work, then the Work app will be sending its location information back to Webfleet. So put simply, we can see on the map where the Work app is at any point in time. But also Webfleet is recording that information historically. So if we need it for mileage claims or to tell the customer some information about a job that has been done previously. Here I have a list of trips. We can look at these for today, the previous day, previous weeks, or previous months. And again, like most things in Webfleet, we can click on these. I'll just click on one and it will show us a trace. So a start of this trip, an end of this trip, and all of the location information has been sent back from the Work app in between those 2 points. We can hover over the trace so we can see the time and speed if we needed to. Okay, we can also look at any standstill information. So where the Work app has been stationary, again, if we need to look when and for how long the Work app or the driver was at a customer's site, we can see it visually on the map. We can put a satellite view, or we can even go to street view if needed. Also, speeding information is important for us and is also being generated by the Work app. Again, these drivers are working for us. We need to make sure they're driving within the rules of the road, and this is very simple to do in Webfleet. Here I have some speeding violations. We are doing these by the speed of the road. So if the driver broke the 30 mile an hour speed limit or a 40 mile an hour speed limit and so on, we can see this in Webfleet. And just like the trips or the standstill, we can click on these and it will show us on the map where this incident happened. I've got the trace for that speeding violation, so where it started, where it finished. I can hover over it and see the speed that the Work app was doing at any point in time during that speeding violation. Very important information for us with just to make sure that our drivers are driving within the rules of the road. So that was a quick look through the Work app. We saw how we can use the Work app to locate vehicles with track and trace, how we can use it to stay in touch with our drivers, and how we can use Webfleet and the Work app to manage orders and schedules. We saw briefly how we can register new drivers very quickly and get them set up and out onto the road using the Work app, and some instant notifications down to the Work app and back into Webfleet. Obviously, the most important thing with a solution like this and getting you and your drivers set up quickly is there is no installation required. So thank you for your time. I'll hand you back over to Danny now to summarize this showcase, and I'll hope to see you again very soon.
We hope you enjoyed this product showcase and that we have convinced you that Webfleet Work App is the ideal solution for your business and drivers. To arrange a demonstration and a live demo, or if we've done enough today to convince you into placing an order, please contact your local Webfleet representative or one of our trusted countrywide sales partners. We can get you connected from as little as 45p a day. Have a great week and watch out for further product showcases coming soon.